David, I want to start with you first.
Yeah.
Diego really embodies many classic superhero tropes throughout this season. He's kind of like Batman, Rorschach, Wolverine type character. What other comic book stories did you research outside of the Umbrella Academy in order to really develop and build out your character for season two?
None. I didn't, not a single one. Um, I think because I just didn't want to put that thought that this is a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
I read the first two volumes, and obviously I took some of the at least the visual aspects of I thought what Diego would be, but after that it was just more of this chip on your shoulder, extremely vulnerable, very chaotic, and just aggressive towards anyone that gives him the wrong look. And obviously that's very broad, but once you get more detailed in the relationships with the siblings, things start kind of carving itself out into a more simple and solid piece that if that's what people get, then that's what that is, because obviously all of those people like Wolverine and Batman have those tropes because they're very humanistic, I think.
Mm-hmm. You even make a brief reference, and I know Aidan, you do as well in the series, talking about Batman, and David, you talk about, Luke Skywalker, and you have these really great pop culture references. So I was curious if those at all played a part in the character, but that's great to know that you created him, very organically and authentically. It shows.
Oh, thank you. Well, Steve Blackman, he's a G. That guy's a genius.
Absolutely. Aidan, the next question's for you. I've been doing some digging, and in a 2019 interview, you were asked if you could revisit any era. Oh yeah, you knew this one was coming. If you could revisit any era that you would love to go back to the 1960s and imagine the concerts you could go to. Do you think you were able to fulfill that fantasy through 1960s Texas in season two, or do
We
you
didn't
think
go
that was
any.
more?
We didn't go to any Stones concerts. Are you
I
kidding? We had
know,
to save the world.
I know, you got to save the world. Do you think that, knowing that you were a big fan of the graphic novels, was it a little bit of an Easter egg to the fans, pre-season two?
Oh, that we would be going back to the 1960s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we were very hesitant because we didn't know. The trailer gives us freedom in terms of what can we actually say in press tours, and what still needs to be hinted at. What can't we not? What should we not even mention? So the trailer definitely set our boundaries in terms of what we would hint. But yeah, we were always, me and David especially, we were really crossing our fingers that we'd get to go back to the 60s in the second season. And hey, it came true. And I was very excited to see Steve's spin on the second graphic novel and what sort of storyline he would take. So yeah, it was fun.
What was so fascinating about the 1960s that drew you to it, and why was it like the perfect atmosphere for season two?
I like what they did with the white balance. They flipped it so that it's orange, so that it's still the same camera and the same look, but it's also somehow different and refreshing.
You talking about like the DOPs?
Yeah.
How there's more of a pastel thing going on. Didn't notice. I think the fun thing about the 60s is knowing that Steve has a very eclectic taste of music and knowing what he would do to layer it on top of the stories that were going to be told. That was something that was really exciting. And also, like, you don't really get a chance to a lot of times do a period piece, and because it's so damn expensive. And the fact that Umbrella was able to pull it off and pull it off so delicately, I was in awe sometimes when I walk into the set and see the whole thing transformed into the 60s.
Absolutely. It was beautiful. That's all the time we've got today. Thank you guys again so much for your time, and I hope that I'll be talking to you guys soon again.
Thanks, Paige.
Awesome.
Thanks
Bye,
very
guys.
much. Bye.